You can still be the hero. That's the title of this message, and this is going to be a very different video for me today, but I need to explain this. I was really angry yesterday, and I know that when I get angry, it's because I'm not looking at something within myself, and I know that's true for all of us. When we're angry, we're not dealing with something that's within us. We all come into the world to do something at a particular time in our lives or in the world, and when we don't honor what that is, things don't go well. And I've said that so much, but now I'm going to prove it because that's why I was angry yesterday. I could see what was happening in our world, and I knew that I had been given information that could help, that could change things. But I've been denying that for about 21 years now, because that's the dream that I had in 2005, actually, which I spoke about, that I was given something to bring to the world at a time of great transition, which is what we're in right now. But I held back and didn't believe it, just like we all might do. But then that changed this morning. I get up this morning and I'm led to a message from this date last year. And I'm just going to say all of this because there will be certain people who will never believe this because I had a difficult time believing it as well. And belief is the one thing that we all have that difficulty with. We only evolve and live in our consciousness. And as we live as humans, that changes. And sometimes we develop different abilities and skills or talents or whatever it might be. And what we're meant to do is then to give that to others. Otherwise, humankind doesn't evolve. And so I wasn't doing that real well. So then I get called out all the time. And so I look at the message for this date last year, and this is what it said. And I'll share that with you because I do want you to see it. And it is this one. You are ready to regain your power today. And that's not just about me, that's about all of us because we each have the same ability. And then I thought about that and I looked at it, and there's a video here that I did last year. So like I think it's about 17 minutes or something like that. And so that video, well, I'm explaining the same thing. I'm explaining the same thing last year, but no one had seen it and I hadn't owned it. And so that's what was still going on. And so then today I decided I'm still not owning this. And I said, let me go back to the beginning. Let me invite people into this work because when I started doing the work in 2021, people evolved. They just started changing so quickly. So I knew that it worked. So I go, let me go back. I'm going to give them an offer that was the same rate as people paid then because people think this was about the money. It was never that. It's about us being afraid to look at ourselves. And so I said, because I could charge thousands of dollars and it would be the same result. I could charge, it doesn't matter. And so I thought, let me go back and tell people you can pay $250 and let's see what happens. And I said, the only reason that you wouldn't be successful is that you don't want to. And I have to be honest about that because I know it's true. Because I know that everyone has something within them they're meant to do. And if they were to do that, they would be successful. But yes, we have to work through all the old stuff, all the old ideas and ideologies that we've each carried from our ancestors. Those are just beliefs. And when we can change that, then the world changes, which is why we're here. Then I looked at the message for tomorrow because see now it's still the 24th today. So I go, well, what came through on the 25th? And it is this because I said this before and this is so much fun now. So I'm glad that Lance and Jacqueline are here because they can help me because I said there's an order in the universe and people say that doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, it is. And I downloaded it. I put that out the other day, and that's another thing that's really challenging for people to understand, especially me. We each have something that at times it will be challenging for us to believe that it's us, but this is the message for tomorrow because obviously the universe knew that we would be at this place today, and maybe we'd be more willing to accept this. You can still be the hero. And again, that's not just about me, that's about all of us, all persons, everyone here. And because the dream that I had in 2005 said that I was going to bring this work that was going to cause more people to understand who they were, live a much better life so that we would move into this new world in a greater way. And that's the information. And today we can talk about it more. So anyway, I'm going to let So Lance and Jacqueline have been doing the work. I want them to just tell a little bit about what's happened for them.
Would you like to start off there, Jacqueline? You can go ahead if you'd like.
Oh, sure. Um, yeah, I feel like ever since I started the program, I learned a lot more about how to deeply release some of my past traumas. And that kind of accelerated me into um, the things that I wanted to accomplish in my life. Um, but I think the biggest thing was that I didn't know those traumas were there. So I did a lot of self work before. But the way that Wilhelm channeled the questions to ask internally helped me a lot to uncover the really deep rooted things that um was hidden. So now I'm just beginning to kind of realize my abilities because I've released so much. And a big part of that is understanding what I'm here to do, and those abilities just unfold as they go.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Lance.
Yeah, basically the same. I came into this work not really knowing what to expect. Um, and it was a lot more expensive than the $250 right now. It was actually $3,500 at one time. I was willing to pay that. And because years of therapy and all this stuff, I was going to recovery groups for addictions and just a lot of work that I was doing. There was no order or structure to what I was doing. So from the very beginning of the 30 days to your best life, which is the Genesis program to your last life operating plan, just helped me to break down and understand who I was and why I was doing what I was doing, including my fears, including my reframing my failures, looking at my deep-seated traumas that were handed down generationally based on lack of self-worth, lack of self-trust, um, you know, uh, all this different stuff. And I also learned how to finally use my imagination and dream a life that I want to create for myself because I was so busy building everybody else's life and their lives and their dreams that I forgot. Like I basically abandoned me and I forgot about what would bring me that true fulfillment and true happiness. And because these shifts are happening, I'm unearthing all this baggage. I'm unearthing all this dark energy, all this unforgiveness, all these hurts, all these shames. These things are starting to make sense and understanding because the light of truth is being shed upon them and they're being enhanced in my awareness. I'm just elevating to such my gifts are coming out to the fullest I've never, ever, ever understood or felt before. I've never had such an amazing peace. Never had such an amazing compass to guide me in my life and to the values I've learned, what I actually value and hold dear inside. And now this program actually helped me give me back my life because like I said, I was living for everybody else and I was hiding myself and I was living in trauma, living in just being activated everywhere I went. And now it helped me to pinpoint what these traumas actually are and where they can come from. And it's intergenerational, it's historical. It's all of humanity's combined pain, hurts, and sorrows that we all carry within ourselves. Because I too suffered from racism, misogyny, uh, because I come from an indigenous background, so our people were belittled and dehumanized.
Mhm.
So I understand where that collective trauma comes from. It's carried on from all around the world,
Right.
and it's because we bury these things under our conscious, and we cause other people to feel hurt and harmed because we've been hurt and harmed. And I realize now, other people are just doing what they know because their lack of awareness. And when we know better, we can do better. And this what this program is actually helping me do. Just to be there, a source of inspiration, a source of light, a source of peace, a source of understanding. And I'm helping people now based on what I've gone through, and I'm helping lift the veil off of their eyes because of the self-blame, the self-hurt, and the self-anger, the self-hatred that they had because I went through that. And I believe that we are here to do that for each other, to give back our freedom to each other. We are the gatekeepers, the prisoners, and the prison guards at the same time. And awareness is the key. And that's what this program has helped me do. It's helped me step out of my comfort zone. It's helped me to step out of my ignorance. And it's also now helping me to help other people, to awaken them to who they truly are. And it's a true gift to be able to do that because basically I say when I become free, I have no other choice but to help others to become aware and
Mhm.
free, because we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to have a life of beauty and of purpose. And that's what this world is. We're all about creating a life of beauty and happiness and a true heaven on earth. But we have to get ourselves out of that fear, guilt, and shame and lower frequencies. And this helps us raise that awareness and brings those frequencies into such a beautiful, powerful place that you don't hold yourself back anymore, and you're not afraid to help others or to conquer your fears. And so I'm so grateful for this program, and it's giving me my life back, and I'm so much happier, so much joyful. I'm so much more satisfied, and I'm so thankful for this. Thank you, Roger.
Well, no, I have to see. This is what I mean. I had to thank you guys, and I've said this before, because we all will hold back, and so we need each other, and that's why having you here, and this is why everyone will understand that they can still be the hero, and that was the message for tomorrow. And now we'll send this out to people, and they'll understand what this is about, and then collectively we can make this change and not live in the kind of self-imprisoned lives that we've had. That's what we're meant to do, and also for the world. So thank you both so much. And now everyone else, you will understand this work, and you can look at everything that I put together for you, and you can see that you can still be the hero.